Welcome back. Joining us is Harshal Barot, he's Senior Consultant South Asia and Middle East at Metal Focus. Harshal, I thank you so much for joining in. It continues to be strong gains when we look at gold and silver, both these prices, and I'll come to prices slightly later. But a lot of industry participants, jewelers now tell us that the strong demand is coming back, exchange is kind of going down, and many of the physical markets, whether it's gold and silver, now trading at a premium. Would you say this is more to do with festivals, people FOMOing that the prices can go higher from here? What is it that you're hearing in from ground?
Absolutely, Manisha. I think, as you mentioned, it's a combination of a lot of factors. There is definitely a big factor of FOMO that we are seeing. I'm just back from the gold conference that happened in Delhi. And the investment sentiment, certainly for both gold and silver, has turned very, very positive. People are chasing the price higher as they expect gold and silver to rally much further from here. In terms of jewelry, the pickup is largely due to the festive season as well. But on a volume terms, I'd say jewelry demand is still, I would say, down compared to last year. But investment demand is certainly stronger. From what we gather from logistics companies as well, the amount of metal that is going to be imported in the coming weeks is also likely to be higher. So I think in context of where the prices are, this is certainly a very good outcome.
Absolutely. So while you did see that investment demand seems to be increasing, jewelry demand is expected negative as compared to last year, imports on the higher side. Would you want to put an approximate number to all of these three things?
I think I speak about August and probably the early part of September. I cannot speak for the whole quarter as of now because we are still working on the data. But investment demand, I would definitely say, would be double digits higher compared to last year. Jewelry, so far what we've seen, at least in volume terms, is down anywhere between 10 to 20%, depending on who you speak. But interestingly, even as far as jewelry is concerned, I think because the trade is adopting so aggressively towards 18 karat, 14 carats, the consumer is still able to come to the store and afford something. So that means that while the volume is down, from a value perspective, jewelry retailers are not doing that bad.
How are you also looking at the markets? Because these reports about, pardon me, premiums coming into the market, how are you reading that?
So again, though, that's a combination of still robust demand for both gold and silver, and also the fact that as far as gold is concerned, if you talk about the first half of the year, there was a lot of material that was coming in at lower duty, which kept the market in discount. So that is now stopped. So the market is completely reliant on either doré imports or refined imports. So that's also certainly helped bring the premiums back into the market as far as gold is concerned. But silver, I would say demand is even much better than what we are seeing for gold.
Harshal, what's your sense on imports? Because from 800 to 900 tons, we're talking about 650 to 850 perhaps. Where do you see yourself between that number?
I think certainly I would say it's in the region between 600 to 700 as far as gold is concerned. Silver, last year, because of CEPA imports, we saw an unusual jump. So silver, I would say this year would be more in line with what we've seen average over the last 5-6 years, where we import anywhere around 4,000 to 5,000 tons annually. So silver would be, I think, in that range.
How are you also looking at the Diwali season itself? It's early this time and the price is really on the higher side. Are you looking at the overall Diwali as a season picking up?
Definitely. I think given the first 6 months were so slow, so consumers were on the sidelines, and now probably they've realized that the price is not going to correct from here. So they're definitely coming back from the reports that we are getting from retailers. Of course, consumers' budget don't change as quickly as the gold price does. So the gold price is up by 40-50% over the last year or so. So consumers don't adjust to the budget, but within their budget, they're definitely buying. So there will be a volume impact, as I said, but the sentiment is not as negative as people are fearing.
Oh, absolutely. What's your also sense on prices now? Because every level now seems to have broken on the higher side, especially for silver at 42.5, not too far away from its all-time highs. How are you looking at this one?
So silver, of course, the rally has come in much faster than we expected. But overall, we did expect, prices to climb towards $44, $45 levels. Although we expected this to come over the next 12 months or so, but this has come very quickly this year. So I think $45 is likely to be a psychological resistance of sorts. But if I talk from a slightly longer term perspective, $50 cannot be ruled out, which is going to be close to the all-time highs or probably a new all-time high as well.
Harshal, also, what's your sense on gold from here?
Gold, I think immediate basis, we see $3,800 likely to be achieved. But, some of the technical indicators suggest a level of, overbought conditions as well. And the fact that the Fed rate cut, at least for the September, has been largely baked into the price. So we could see a period of sideways movement short term, but given the backdrop, you have still so many uncertainties, whether it's geopolitical, geoeconomic, because of trade tariffs, central banks still continuing to buy. I don't think the overall backdrop has changed for gold at all. So longer term price expectations are still very bullish for us.
All right. Harshal, just one more question, and this is on silver. So gold, of course, as you mentioned, central bank buying has been on the stronger side, but silver as well, with Russia starting it, Saudi Arabia following it, reports of many countries, including China, buying directly silver from minor countries itself. Is that trend expected to continue strong?
So as far as Russia is concerned, we do not have any official confirmation whether the central bank is buying. The Saudi Wealth Fund did buy some silver ETF, so that's definitely a positive sign. But I think in terms of China, I think it's more because silver is critical in a lot of important industries, especially the photovoltaic, where China holds dominance. So definitely there is an element of that. But I think in general, sentiments towards commodities is also improving because the outlook on the dollar is negative. So I think there are a lot of factors at play at the moment, which will keep the price supported. Silver anyways has been in a deficit for the last 3 years. So I think that's all of that is culminating into, even more higher expectations for the price. So we don't see that changing anytime soon. So expect the price to keep edging higher.
Okay, price could see some higher moves coming in for silver as well. Harshal as well as Manisha, thank you so much for joining us. But I'm keeping an eye out on that 3,800 as well, right? I think he mentioned 3,800 for gold and maybe could be a bit sideways. So I think maybe he can look to add something finally, maybe, and other than Priya Gold, right, Mangalam? Yeah. Maybe 3,800 if it's stable, and then you will look at it.
Don't get FOMO'd with.
Yeah.
I am pretty much out of this conversation. This is between the two of you.
So you only want to stick to Priya Gold, right?
No, I don't want to stick to anything right now. But to be very honest, I mean, you guys buying gold right now or silver?
Silver.
You're buying silver? What about
I will take her advice, whatever she'll tell me. But yeah, silver seems like it, right? Expected to see an up move, a lot of triggers that he's mentioned as well. So that is something that we'll be keeping an eye out on.
I'll just take the director's advice. He's asked me to take a break right now. So we'll do that. And, come back. On the other side, we'll speak about what's being bought at these stores. While, Manisha and Vinny will be buying gold and silver, are everyone else buying stuff in the stores or not? Kumar Rajgopalan, who's the CEO of Retailers Association of India, joins in to decode that. Stay with us.